Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today we'll be looking on how to create a password cracker using Python. So what is a password cracker? Password cracker is a trial or error algorithm which fixes a value as your password, as a random value as your password, and if it is wrong it tries another value. It's like the trial or error you learned in 6th or 7th standard in algebra. There we used to substitute random values of x or y and find the solution of an equation, but here we are going to find the solution of a password. So yeah, there are two main methods of finding a password. The first one is the brute force method. So in brute force method, let's say I have two values to a password, let the first value be x and the second value be y. I'll try first with alphabets. I'll have A which is wrong, A B which is again wrong, A C. Okay, again it's wrong. I do that until I get A Z. Okay, I didn't get it here. So this is not the only combination in alphabets I have. I have B A, I have B B, I have B C. I'll do this until I get B Z. So in the same way I'll continue doing multiple combinations of alphabets until I get ZZ. And even if in between ZZ and AA, in between these combinations, none of these passwords match, then I'll move on with numerical values. So first I'll take the same x value and y value. I'll try with 1 0, then 1 2, and this will continue to happen until I get like let's say until I get 1 9, and this is the largest two-digit number. Also goes that is the largest two-digit number with 1 as the x value. Then I'll try with 2 0, then 2 1, then 2 2. If all these passwords are wrong, I'll continue this combination pair until I get 9 9, which is the largest two-digit number. After that it gets to 100. So there's no way of nearing it if it is 100. Okay, I didn't get here also. Alphabets, numericals. What if I combine both alphanumerical? I'll try with alphanumerical value, let x and y. So I'll be like A1, oh my god, it's wrong, B2, then C3. I'll continue this combination until I get the proper password. This is the brute force method. Instead of me doing all these trial or error methods, these trial or error methods will be done by the computer. I won't have to type every alphabet, every combination again and again and again, because it's a human tendency to miss each and every combination, but it's not that of the computer. So I will let my computer do all this. So for that I'll create an algorithm. Okay, so this is the brute force method. Okay, now let's move on to another method called as the dictionary method. Yeah, you heard it right, dictionary method. So in this, if you have a word, if you don't know the meaning of a word, what will you do? Let's say I have a word that starts in A and I don't know its meaning. I'll take my book, I'll take my dictionary, I'll search for the meaning, and then I'll remember the meaning. Okay, great. So what will I do here? Here I'll take a text document and then I will create random passwords, like the most common passwords used by people. Yeah, people have a tendency of repeating and reusing the same password. Like a password which one keeps for mail can also be the password for his Prime Video account. Cute, right? If you find a password for his mail, you get a free Prime Video account. Great. So here I take a few sample passwords like Nelson, Superman, and etc. So I'll take these passwords like these. Okay, so if I take passwords like these, I'll compress them. I'll write all these passwords in a .txt document. Then I'll write an algorithm that will use all these passwords as a txt doc, as a dictionary, and will try to match the password which I have entered to these passwords. If there's a match, I get a successful login. If there's no match, I'm gonna have to move to the brute force method. So anyway, the brute force method is the best method. Even though people reuse it, some people tend to think that they are think of a creative way of coming up with a password. So yeah, that is both. These are the types of password cracking methods. But here, let's take. I'll give you this note. If you want to try out something of your own from real-time websites, remember this note. Okay, so. Usually in sites like Netflix, Amazon, and Netflix, Amazon, Disney, etc. We use sign in and passwords. So if my password for Amazon and Disney both are password, not password, password. Disney might code it in a different way and Amazon might code it in a different way. Let's take an example of Amazon. This is my password. Okay, I'm not changing it in Disney or Amazon. So since this is my password, I'm gonna be like, Amazon will be like, if I keep this straight and a hacker might find this and try to log in. So I'll do one thing, I'll hash this password completely. It'll do like hash password, then another 2 hashes. Okay, or Disney might be like, okay, I'm gonna send this for hashing, but before that I'm gonna salt this password a little bit. It'll be like, okay, hash @ then word, something like that, not exactly, but something like that. Then it will stand for hashing. So this type of password is called salted hash. Salted hash password. This type of password can be found in a few companies' database who want to keep their client passwords very safe. But here this type is just a normal hashed password. This is a normal hashed password. So like if you want to encrypt a file, so this is what people do when they try to encrypt a file. They code it in a way that you need special software to decode it. So these are the 2 types of password coding which most of the companies use. Okay, this type, the salted hash password, is used by companies who want to keep their client details safe. Okay, so this is the major 2 types of hashing and major 2 types of encrypting a password. So yeah, let's get started with the code. So yeah, let's start with the code. First, I'll write my prerequisites for the script. It'll be like, first I'll import random. There's no need to install a module. It's an inbuilt module in Python. Random is an inbuilt module in Python. So then pyauto GUI. So here I'll be installing a module like pip install pyauto GUI, not separate, not with spaces. Then I'll import string, again a normal module in Python, and then I'll write this. So yeah, this is the main part where I need to explain. This is actually a while loop in which I'll try in which the computer gets to try a lot of password. Instead of writing one command and again, I'll give a while loop. If it is correct, great, I'll break the loop and I'll break the script. If it's wrong, I'll try it out again. So I'll write like a print statement. The line number 19, I have written a print statement. Here in the string, I have put bars and arrows, equal to's and arrows. That's just for fun. You can also remove it if you don't like it. Then I give a plus, which is absolutely not necessary if you haven't given the equal to's and arrows. Then I have given str guess password. Guess password is actually a variable. It's an empty list which will be filled soon. So this guess password will be given in the form of a string to you. and if it is wrong, it will keep on generating guessed passwords until I get the right password, and it will say if guessed password is in the list of right passwords, then I will get your password is, then the guest password, that is password is ABC, then it will be like your password is ABC, and then the loop breaks. That's it, simple. Just 22 to 20, 23 to 24 lines of code. Now here comes the most important part. We need to find if this actually works. So I'm going to execute this right in front of you and show you that this works. Yeah, so let's do that. Okay, first let's try with one digit. I'm gonna give A and then I'm gonna give OK. See, so like I told you, it first tries with numerical, then again an alphabet. So it's just one place, so it should be either alphabet or numerical, and it keeps on trying in random numbers, and I get A. Great, your password is A, and I'll run this again. I'll give A B, give an OK. This takes a longer time. I get A B. See, so here it was an alphabet and a numerical, alpha numerical or alphabets and both numericals. In this way I get AB is my password. Now I'm gonna give like A B C. See, now it's taking a lot of time than the first and the second. This is because the number of characters I have included. The more the characters, the more the time takes. If I have a character of 10 digits, then there are many combinations possible and it takes out. So yeah, great, it works. Thank you guys. Make sure you like, share and subscribe this video.